How's it going, everyone? It's Milwaukee coming back at you once again, and today we're going to be discussing iVampire, Volume 2, Rise of the Vampires. Let's get into it. So I'm going to talk briefly here about the non-event event, Rise of the Vampires. Starting off with Justice League Dark. The team teleports to Gotham to take on the vampires. They team up with Batgirl before separating and going on separate missions. John Constantine and Deadman travel to the underworld. Madame Xanadu goes to the astral plane, and the rest join Batman in the larger fight. Now we're on to the iVampire. Mary joins the group to take on Kane. Now it's back to Justice League Dark. Madame Xanadu gets her wish. Shade and his M-Vest warp away. Oh no, please come back. John Constantine and Deadman fail on their mission. What a bunch of losers. Or do they? I guess we'll find out back in iVampire. Oh, what do you know? Andrew returns from the dead with new powers. He takes over Kane's vampire army, gets his Mac on with Mary, kills Kane, and leads the vampires out of Gotham. Wow, what an event. Alright, picking back up here after the Rise of Vampires event. The vampires move to the Utah desert, where Andrew is having trouble keeping the peace. Tig and John go to Germany to seek help from the Van Helsings. Andrew issues an open challenge to all the vampires. They could leave and start feeding on the people as long as they defeat him in one-on-one combat. Only one vampire, though, has the guts to stand up to Andrew, that being, of course, his girlfriend Mary. While the two are throwing down, the Van Helsing army shows up, and it becomes a triple threat of vampires versus, Van Helsings. The Van Helsings are using a new technique where when they die, they become like zombies. So it's just like this never-ending battle. And of course, this gets on the radar of Stormwatch because it's getting out of hand. It's taking over cities. And of course, we got everybody's favorite, the city guy from Stormwatch, who's hearing the cities cry out. So of course, Stormwatch comes to investigate. And here we get the big finale where Andrew tries a power play to save his friends. But what will it cost him? Tune in next time. iVampire Volume 3, the final volume. iVampire is a book that I'm kind of so-so on. It's not terrible. It's not my favorite. So one of the positive things that I could say about it is that the issues are brief. They do a lot of wide angle panels, splash pages, double splash pages. The issues fly by. And another positive is they're pretty good with their cliffhanger endings, at least here, at the end of the volume. In the first volume, Andrew died, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. I gotta see what happens next. On this volume, he does like a big power play. I won't reveal what happens, but it's like, damn it, they got me again. I gotta get to Volume 3. So, pretty good on Joshua Hale Fialkov. I think that's the writer. Pretty good stuff there. Even though the book, I feel like it lacks substance overall. Also, wasn't really digging the art. There's some weird panels, like this one here. I understand that her face is supposed to be shadowed, but I mean, come on, this is professional comic books, people. Usually when people are critiquing like books or mostly books, there's this saying, this show don't tell, right? Or readers want the author to delve deeper into the subject and show us what's going on. Don't just tell us, oh, this is important because of this, and then move on, right? Well, I feel like iVampire has the opposite problem. I want them to tell me what's going on. Instead, all they do is show me. Like I said, the issues are brief, and it's like I just don't have a reason to care. I wish they would give me one. It could be interesting lore here, but they just don't get into it. It's just like, here's what's happening in the immediate moment. Take it or leave it. And I'm like, I'm leaving it. But, one volume left, I might as well finish it out. And like I said, that cliffhanger, they got me again. So, if I had like one major critique for the series overall, do a little bit more telling. Give me a reason to care. Hook me. Because the immediate stuff with Andrew and Mary or whatever, it's just not engaging. The whole on again, off again, lovers to enemies to lovers again, betrayals. It's just whatever. Maybe it floats your boat, but mine's at the bottom of the ocean. So with all that being said, and when you consider the Rise of the Vampire tie-ins event here, I'm going to go ahead and give iVampire Volume 2, Rise of the Vampires, a 3 out of 5. It was just middling the whole way through, except for the ending. It got me. But, nothing much will probably come of it. Who knows? We'll see in the future. Until next time, I'll see you there.